we have to celebrate good performances and start giving people the right credit. I'm not saying that things are not changing in the industry. They're definitely changing a lot. Shakuntala Devi is releasing in like 3 days. I'm glad the wave of anxiety has not hit me yet.
Sanya, can you tell me a little bit about your role in Shakuntala?
I am playing Anupama Banerjee, who's Shakuntala Devi's daughter. Um, you have seen the trailer. You've seen that they had a very love and hate relationship. But I think for me as an actor, I was so uh, excited to play this character because as an audience, I haven't seen such a mother-daughter bond ever on screen in Bollywood. Uh, a bond which is to an extent where you can see that she doesn't like her at all. Like she's always angry with her mother. Like there are a lot of like anger wala scenes in the trailer, if you have noticed. So that really excited me as an actor to play Anupama Banerjee in Shakuntala Devi.
And what has your experience been of working with Vidya Balan?
It's been amazing, Samruddhi. I'm a huge Vidya Balan fan. It's been only 4 years. Like my career, to I've only done 5 films. This is my fifth film, and I think that I'm extremely blessed that in such a short time I'm getting to work with such amazing directors and actors. And Vidya was always in like my favorite list of actors that I want to work with. So when I heard the script and I got to know that Vidya will be playing Shakuntala Devi, I was extremely excited. I was like, first of all, this role is like tailor made for Vidya, and she has done a beautiful job in it. And to be playing her Vidya, like Shakuntala Devi's daughter in it, in a beautiful script, it was like a win-win situation for me as an actor, and I just couldn't say no to it.
And do you have any special memories from the sets?
A lot of them. I think every like the days I used to shoot with Vidya, I used to be less stressed and more joyful, because she is that sort of a person who is so charming and she has such a witty sense of humor, and she used to make everyone feel so special on set. And she actually got the whole set together as a family. So I remember her pranks that she played on me. Like if the shoot was getting over, she used to come and tell me that, "Oh, I just had a word with Anu. You have, I think, 3-4 hours more left for your shoot to get over," or like those small things which used to make me laugh.
Right. And two of your films are getting an OTT release. There's Shakuntala Devi and there's also Ludo. Do you
Yeah.
have any regrets that your films couldn't release in theaters?
Not at all. Like they both were actually made for big screens, but I'm glad like during this time also in this pandemic and times are really tough. People want that break from this whole tough situation, and I'm glad as an actor I'm getting to entertain the audience in a way that we are doing.
With Sushant Singh Rajput's death, the whole talk about insider and outsider has been reignited. What is your view on this debate?
My view would be, Samruddhi, like I started with a film like Dangal. I do not have any connection uh, with the film fraternity. Now I have, like at that time I didn't. So I think there are changes that are there in the industry. Like people are writing scripts that requires fresh faces and people who have not done any work till now. So I'm not saying that things are not changing in the industry. They're definitely things do that they're definitely changing a lot.
Mhm.
Uh, because Dangal is one of the biggest examples. Both Fatima and I have no connection to the industry, but we did get the roles on the basis of our audition and how we performed in it. And nepotism is not only in our industry, but it's like kind of a basis in the society. If you see, uh, if if you belong to a business family, if your father is running a business, either you will go and handle the business in future or somebody else like from your family will. So nepotism is not only restricted to film industry, but it's there
Mhm.
throughout, and which is, I don't know if it's wrong. Obviously, like people who really deserve that job will not get it. But in this industry, for say, like I think it's very important to start with a good film, and we were lucky enough to get a film like Dangal, because that doing a film like Dangal also panned my career in a certain way. Whereas I know a lot of my friends who are still struggling to get that perfect role and to stay relevant, even though they have done one or two films. So I think the point where, as an audience and as media and um, as just being the part of the fraternity, we realize that we have to celebrate good performances and start giving people the right credit. Similarly, when a person will realize कि ये business मेरा बेटा नहीं संभाल पा रहा है, I have to go and find somebody else or get somebody who can really do the job right. Things will start changing.
So, you did mention that, your friends are still struggling. You've talked about your own struggle in the past. You've talked about giving auditions and not getting callbacks from casting agents. And there was a time when you didn't have work. What has the journey been like, before you got your first break with Dangal?
It's been great, to be honest. Personally, वो तो मतलब आप when you move to Bombay with this small dream of yours that मुझे actor बनना है, people do tell you that it will take ages, you won't get work so easily. But I was extremely blessed. Dangal was my first audition for a film. I was extremely blessed that I got the film because it's such a perfect you know, perfect role, a perfect film for a newcomer like me. मतलब ये तो ऐसा है कि सब कुछ थाली पे परोस कर मुझे पकड़ा दिया गया कि ये लीजिए एक perfect film with the character that where you will get to prove yourself as actors and as performers as well. मतलब those, I remember when I was in Bombay and I had no work at all and I used to wait for that callbacks. कहीं ना कहीं in the back of my mind, the dream was still there. Like I never gave up on it. And that is my strength, that I do not give up on things that easily. I do stress a lot. I do get stressed and anxious and depressed. And those were the very, मतलब कई दिन तो काफी डिप्रेशन होता भी था कि पैसे नहीं होते थे. And I used to feel really bad and like embarrassed to ask my father to transfer 10,000 in my account कि अभी rent जाएगा, खाना लाना है. And I used to feel bad because I asked my father कि I only need 6 months and I will prove myself that I can like do a good job as an actor. मतलब it takes time obviously. मतलब 6 महीने में कुछ नहीं बदलता. But then whenever I used to get ads and money started flowing, तो मतलब वो थोड़ा stress भी चला जाता था, फिर काम नहीं मिलता था, stress आ जाता था. It's a part and parcel of being an actor. I also know one thing that अभी भी मेरे करियर में एक ऐसा पॉइंट आ सकता है where I won't have work or maybe I do not want to work, but that dream in my mind, I'm glad that I worked on it and I never gave up on it. Like I'm glad that whenever I used to feel that maybe I should pack my bags and go back to Delhi, that never happened. Like I was really strong and I knew that I will make it in this industry.
There's also a lot of talk about lobbying and favoritism at award shows. Is that something that you've experienced? That is something that's been talked about a lot these days.
That was never my upbringing, Samruddhi. I started off with the film like Dangal, you know, and since Amir sir never goes to award functions, I remember we during like after Dangal, both Fatty and I must have gone for one award show where the film was nominated and Fatty was nominated. मुझे तो nomination ही नहीं मिला था खैर पर मेरी आदत ही नहीं है उस टाइम से जाने की. So I don't know, like I've गिनती के I've been on like 3 or 4 award functions और हाँ ये.
So, because I remember, at the time, right after the release of Dangal, there were the Filmfare Awards, and there was a lot of backlash because neither you nor Fatima were even nominated for the Best Debut Awards. So, were you disappointed at that time?
No, honestly, I wasn't disappointed at all. Matlab, like never. I've never been disappointed, and I'm such a homebody. I can stay at home and not do anything. मेरे को घर से बाहर निकालना मुश्किल हो जाता है. तो I wasn't disappointed at all. दंगल जैसी फिल्म करके कौन disappointed होगा? कोई actor नहीं होगा.
Right. And can you tell me a little bit about your upcoming projects? I believe you have Paglet in the pipeline.
Yes, we do have Paglet in the pipeline, but I don't know when it's going to release. Right now, Shakuntala Devi is releasing in like 3 days. And I'm glad the wave of anxiety has not hit me yet, but I'm very excited. I'm extremely happy that I'm with my family and I'll watch it with them on 31st on Amazon Prime Video. Please do watch it, Samriddhi. And then there's Ludo, which will release in a few months, maybe. But that is something that we will talk about later.